Hello and welcome to Garblag Games. Tonight we have episode 2 of our brand new show, The Red Hand of Doom. I am Pete and I'm the Game Master.
Hi, evening all. I am Dan and I am playing Geron, the Oathsworn Minotaur.
Hello, I'm Lewis, and I'm playing Donda Darkbeard, the Dwarven Wild Walker.
Hi, I'm Rob. I'm playing Chathog, the posh hobgoblin room wielder.
Hello, I'm Wojtek. I'm playing Oddball, Dwarven Lightbearer.
Excellent. Welcome guys, back for some more. So last time on Red Hand of Doom, our party of heroes, we're all heroes because this is heroic deeds, not Dungeons and Dragons. Our party of heroes were making their way along the Dawn Way towards Doric's Ferry, which is the last town on the road before you hit the Wildwood. And shock horror, you got attacked on the road by some bandits. And there was some meaty fighting. There was a charging Minotaur. We had some clever magical use, and I thought it was a fantastic combat. And if you haven't seen it, go back and watch that on the YouTube, because that was a really good battle. And I think most characters actually felt like they might die, or at least come out of it really, really badly. So it was good. And you made your way then into town. You found a little bit of loot. So they'd obviously mugged a merchant caravan on the way into town, and you had gathered their stuff. That's right, isn't it?
Yes.
And then you made your way to, and I'm just going to switch screens so our viewers can see the lovely town of Doric's Ferry. There we go. And you guys can see that, can't you? Just going to unpause the game there. And we had made our way into town, past one of the watchtowers, and round to the Green Apple Tavern, where you had met Tharm, who was the innkeep, and you were tucking into a massive plate of food when the Sorosa, let me get over to my Miro here. Where are we?
Anita.
Yes.
The guard.
That's it. Yep. Had come in and said, hey, you guys have a message for me, I hear. As that was your kind of cover for coming into town, right? And yeah, Sorana, Anita. There we go. And you said, yes, here you go, here's a note. She opened it up, and does anyone remember what her expression was when she read the note?
She almost ate it.
Yeah.
Despondent.
She
I
wasn't...
believe there was no reinforcements coming, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, she said they're not sending anyone. And then she kind of scrunched it up and looked like she was going to throw it away, but then tucked it into her belt. And then said that the town speaker would like to meet with you, as you are people of interest, having just entered the town, having butchered a load of bandits. And as she's saying this, you guys notice that in the other corner of the tavern is a dwarf. Lewis, do you want to describe what your dwarf character looks like?
Donda Darkbeard, unsurprisingly, has a big, bushy, dark beard. He's got a cloak over his head, which he almost always wears. And one of the things you can notice about him, definitely at the moment, is that he seems to have very shiny, very reptilian-looking eyes peering out across at you.
Oh,
He is a wild walker.
cool.
And he's smoking on a big pipe.
His fix gestures Donda over And unfortunately, Aldrin can't be here this week. So and his fix sort of says, "Well, you go along, and he kind of drags over other people's plates out from under them and pulls them in front of him and says, I've got lots to look after here." So
Under a walk up.
he's gonna stay in the tavern and eat lots of food.
Classic.
Yeah. And the captain of the guard is standing at the door, and she kind of gestures for you to follow her. She doesn't care that you're halfway through a meal and drinking ale and stuff. She seems to be fairly serious.
Okay.
Geron will step up. I mean, Geron technically stood up last week when he said, "We'll assist you."
Oh, yeah, that's where we ended, isn't it? We will assist you. Yeah.
Yeah, much to the grimace of my companions.
What, like now?
Geron would like shrug his shoulders and kind of like stomp towards the door after her. Obviously, probably
Okay.
knocking into the odd table as he walks past because he is rather large.
Sure. Okay.
Oddball will follow.
As will Chithog with a drumstick in each hand.
I mean, you gotta keep your strength up, that's for sure.
So your vitality will have all recovered, right? From
Yep.
last time. Because you've been sitting in the tavern. Remember, it's every half hour that you're not doing anything, you kind of recover vitality. And you've had time to travel here in the morning. And you've sat in the tavern now for a couple of hours. So you should be pretty much recovered in terms of vitality. But if you've taken any wound damage, you will need to rest. And a night's rest recovers one wound. Right?
We will come to that.
And of course,
thankfully.
Oddball can do a bit of the Song of Woobrin, which can heal people, which we established last time. So, as being a light bearer, can do healing magic, but it's not like D&D where you go, boom, there's all your hit points back. It can give you another wound back a day. So it's a slower healing system than Dungeons and Dragons. So bear that in mind as we continue our adventures. And you walk out of the door of the tavern, and ahead of you is the green that you saw last time.
Mm-hmm.
And there's market stalls kind of dotted around across there. It seems that there's a very slight hill, it's a little bit. There's a big oak tree in the middle of it, and then all these stalls are around it, and they're selling various things. And if you guys do want to spend some money to purchase anything kind of non-magical, non-rare, then that's fine, and we can do that. But the captain, sorry, go on.
Sorry, I kind of nominated myself the group accountant. I've pocketed all the 120 silver.
Oh,
so,
okay. Okay.
You know,
I
obviously
have
it's-
another 11, but sure. You keep the 120.
That's fine. And you keep the 11.
We've got like 2 giant bolts of velvet or something as well.
Oh yeah, we had
Wow.
cloth.
Yeah.
That's it, cloth.
Yeah.
Correct.
Bolts of cloth. Yeah, some velvet or something. The captain seems to be making a beeline straight for a building across the way, number 3. And this is one of the largest and more comfortable looking houses in the town that you've seen. You can see that there are nice curtains inside the windows. There are windows. The front door, there is a guard. And there are a few... You think you saw someone earlier on sort of walking around this house, like another guard maybe. But it's not Fort Knox. There's a couple of guards watching the house. And as you approach, the one at the door kind of nods subserviently to the captain, and she walks up without any words and opens the door and leads you in. And you go into a hallway with there's a flight of stairs that go up, and there is kind of a boot rack and a cloak rack. It's not like super fancy. This is still a little river town, but it seems to be like someone swept it recently, and it's not just muddy and mucky everywhere. And the captain walks up, and she doesn't take her boots off. She sort of bangs them sharply against the side of the boot rack to get any kind of loose mud off her boots, and then walks in through a doorway to the left. You can smell there's some food that's maybe just being cooked, or in the house somewhere, but she doesn't seem to be up for letting you roam around. So she kind of guides you into what is some kind of drawing room or sitting room, clearly where the town speaker probably meets people for conversations such as this. And there's a number of sort of chairs. He's got a high back chair over by a shelf, a sort of cabinet with books in it, and he's probably in his early to mid 40s with little hair on his head and a brown beard, and he looks a little bit like me in the book, but with a longer sort of pointed moustache coming out. The dwarves of the party find his moustache appealing because it's got a kind of geometric nature to it. It seems to be quite he's kind of got some dwarven affectations even though he's a human.
The joy of the face.
Yeah. He's sitting in the chair and he's drinking a glass of some sort of amber liquid. You probably think it's some sort of alcohol. Maybe he's got some brandy or something. And he says, "Oh, welcome, guests. Thank you, Captain." And she kind of nods and turns around. You don't hear her leave the building. You just hear her go in the other room. But she does shut the door behind her. And he says, "It is excellent to meet you. I understand that you have recently, just this morning, arrived in town, having fought brigands on the road." He sips from his drink.
That is very accurate. We killed many of them.
I've never had the good fortune to have met one of your kind before. And he's kind of looking at this collection of interesting people in front of him. And he kind of nods at the dwarves, like, yeah. And he's not giving you any side eye, Chothog. He looks at you just the same as everybody else. He seems not to worry about.
Lovely to hear.
Yeah. He says, "Well, look, we've been having a few troubles. Let me start from the beginning. I'm Norro Whiston. I'm the town speaker for Doric's Ferry. And I lead the council as such as it is, and do my best to represent the needs and desires and troubles of the people of this good town. Now, over the last few months, we've been seeing more and more activity of creatures, bandits, out in the woods. And I fear that our town is, if not already, soon to be under attack. Raiders have been harrying our lands around the area and closer the last several days up to the edge of the town. We're concerned. They killed people in the outlying homesteads, across the river, out towards the wildwood. Some of those farmsteads out there, they're fear for their lives. Some of them have left their homes and come into the town.
Reasonable.
That anyone going out along the Dawn Way, I don't know what's happening to them. It's dangerous. Very dangerous.
They have ways and means of crossing the river other than the ferry, obviously, because they didn't get here.
Well, the only other crossing further rimward is Skull Gorge Bridge. But we haven't been up there in a long time. Ancient Dwarven Bridge. There are a lot of those dwarven things around here, he sort of says. There's a very deep, sheer-sided gorge further up. And he pulls out a map.
Are there any fords
Can you
that
see this?
would be possible this time of year? Yes.
Can you see this? He says, and he traces the big, thick river that runs around around the outside.
Oh, that's
And he says, "This is
it's a long walk.
This is the Ember River, and that is hard to cross. We have the ferry here and Skull Gorge Bridge." He says, pointing up to here. Along this way, the smaller tributaries and streams are passable, and there is, bear with me 1 second, the Blackwater Causeway, he says, pointing over here. And his fix, you guys have all seen his fix's map, right? It marks something over here. And there's a marking on his map as well. But he doesn't draw it, he doesn't like point it or anything. Right? There's the old forest road, there are trails through the woods. It's a dangerous place though. There's dark verdants as far as we know. And there's the ancient threat of giants wandering around up by Skull Gorge. Why do you think we call it Skull Gorge? It's dangerous. And beyond that, up beyond Cinder Hill, they're the tribal lands. The out that way is the Horde. It's dangerous country indeed. So we are worried that these creatures from beyond Skull Gorge Bridge have crossed over perhaps, or the local beasts and creatures and brigands in this area have gathered together or starting. We don't know. And we have lost people. We send guards out. Sometimes they don't come back. These farms at the edge of our territory here, it says, sort of tracing a hand down the bottom. Some of them are abandoned now. There's only a couple of them still working out of sheer stubbornness and determination to survive in the face of the enemy. And at this, do you hear the captain kind of knock on the door? And she says, "I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, but we've had trouble with them for quite a while now. They are forming together. We have noticed different tactics. And this isn't just wild creatures and savage people out from the forest. They work as units. They set ambushes and traps. They have plans, but we don't know what they are. I feel like they're probing us to see our defenses. Luckily, we have the river. We cut that rope, and it's hard for them. It would take a while. It's not completely impassable, but they would be at our mercy whilst crossing that river. It is fast and it is deep. So we have that advantage, and it's the one thing that we have. But if they were to gather in sufficient numbers and cross the river at some point, I doubt they could cross in the marsh. It's dangerous land up there, and not strong enough or firm enough ground for a large group of creatures to move en masse. And then further up, you've got the gorge. They have to, I don't know. She kind of has moved over and is pointing at different points on the table. And her hand
is Obbo leans over the map. There's one thing that I don't understand. We got attacked on our way through here. So,
yes, we think they're in small groups. They can move quickly enough and easily enough to cross, making a small boat for a group of raiders to cross the river is not hard, but imagine trying to move hundreds. That is tough. That requires time and effort and resources, and you only commit to that once you know what lies ahead.
Yes.
You're only able to do that if you have a leadership. You have a unifying point, so to speak.
Yes. I mean,
it's very hard to keep ragtag, disparate groups of raiders.
exactly.
Sort of
But we
pointing
don't
the same-
have people to send out to find out who is doing this, what is happening. And
Not using any war cries, do they?
and while she's been talking, Norro Whiston has stood up and he's brought over a tray with many glasses, kind of tumblers, and he pours this. And as he brings the bottle over, you can see it's very fine whiskey that he's got, and he pours like a glass, one for each of you.
I'll put out my mug that I brought with me from the tavern.
Okay, he pours it in there, and he says, "I'll cut to the chase, shall I? We wish to hire your services to help our town. We need your assistance to find out what's happening in the Wildwood and to report back, or if possible, solve the problem. But," and he turns to the captain and she says, "From what numbers we've seen already, I would not suggest you taking on their horde. If you can get in, and you seem capable from what you've told us, and you're the first group of adventurers that have come here in with any kind of seeming competence and not carrying a dead member of their own party or two. That last party that came through, they didn't have a chance. But anyway, look,
What happened to them?
well, they were less interested in helping us, and they were seeking their fortune out in the woods, and we haven't never seen them again."
Oh, Well, looks about his companions, just looking askance, really.
Well, when you suggest hiring, that suggests some sort of
The two of them exchange a grin as you start saying that, Chothog. Like, of course. As the town has some coffers, we have had a good season. Trade onward with the rest of the lands of Pargranan has left us with some coin that we could share. We have...
I'm sure we could come to a very reasonable agreement. We have no desire to bankrupt your homes. So, yes.
We would be willing to pay each of you 300 silver pieces.
Oh, right. Yes.
If you can ascertain the leadership, the position, the whereabouts, and any forces details.
I need no payment. I am pledged to defend the meek, and you are definitely meek.
I'm less inclined.
Everyone else is like... Well,
I mean,
that is very
still-
noble. That is very noble, sir.
It's a little condescending.
He's a bit... he's never met a Minotaur before, right? And you're being really nice, so he's a bit confused. Well, clearly you're from a noble order. I thank you if you are willing to lend your blade to our cause, but we would pay you. We would at least allow you to room and board here. We don't suggest you go this moment. We suggest you prepare yourselves in the town briefly. Their attacks have still been on the edge of our territory. So we believe you have a small window with which to prepare yourselves. But within the week, you should probably head into the Wildwood to investigate what's going on.
Fabulous.
Yes.
I will help train your guards. They seem very green, I believe is the term.
Yeah, the situation must have changed recently, so I imagine that these are new recruits just to meet the new demand.
I like the way Oddball phrases things.
Oh,
Right.
he
So you
Lighter
guys,
than Garon.
so you
Garon's very
guys
direct.
are have just gained 1 influence with the common folk for taking the mission, 1 influence with the gentry, and 1 influence with the militia.
Speaking of militia, Obel turns to the captain. Captain, well, we gather that the letter didn't bring you good news about the reinforcements that you were hoping to get. Where were you hoping to get those reinforcements from, and what would be needed to actually get them? What sort of proof of threat?
Any battle plans, heads of particularly gruesome creatures, members, a chieftain's head, a number of spears. We don't know. We need help.
We're gonna know when we see it.
Yes.
I think.
So I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you guys are looking at the stream, but I'm showing our viewers that I've put a pip. So you've got to get to 3 pips, right, for each of those things. But your influence has gone up with those 3 factions in the town. Right, let's go back to. Do you want to look at the Wildwood anymore and discuss that with them, or do you want me to go back to the Doric's Ferry map?
Did you say nobody's drawn attention to the marking on the map that looks like a big castle?
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, then Garon's definitely going to be like, what is this? Tell me. I need to understand why there's a massive castle in the woods.
Ah, yes. Volmat's Keep. It is a place that draws many. There are stories of great treasure buried in a vault below it, and also stories of ghosts and Volmat haunting the walls of his own keep that was sundered by dark verdance giants brought down from Skull Gorge. We don't advise people to go there. It's an old ruined castle that many people hear stories about, and probably quite dangerous place. I don't know.
So by your reckoning, it wouldn't be viable as a base?
It could be, depending on the number of people that one were to take with you. If they've got a large enough force, they might be able to clear some of it. So you may want to go near it and see if there's any activity rather than blunder into a fortified position.
Yes. What is this? This structure here?
Oh, yeah, I don't know if it's right there, but I've just drawn it on. There's a reclusive woodsman called Jaw who lives out in the woods. He is what's the word?
Unique.
Yes, he's like a trader, a traveller, a trapper, a ranger, many things. Survivalist. He's a little strange. He breeds large dogs to help him stay safe from would-be attackers. Stories are that he's an old adventurer who settled down in his little hut in the woods. But you know what stories are like. But one thing that we do know is that he knows the woods really well, and he, on his own, as you can imagine, one person can move through this wood, although slowly, much more secretly and quietly than a whole group of soldiers who don't know the land very well. So it may be a good idea to stop by his cabin and see
If he still lives.
if he knows anything, if he's still there.
Mhm. What do you think?
I was just going to ask Pete quickly. When we were coming into the town, did it look like they were making any makeshift fortifications for this town? Or
They were a little bit. Remember, the watchtowers looked like they'd recently been made. Like the wood is still a bit freshly cut. Not completely weathered. Some pale wooden sections, and they were starting to do some kind of palisade things, but it's quite a job, right, to build a palisade around a town, unless you've got like a small Roman legion on hand to do it in a day. So you kind of saw patches. They're starting to dig the earthworks, for example. You've got to dig down and and all that kind of stuff. So it was beginning, but it was early days. But they've clearly made the decision that they want to try and reinforce the town.
Looking at the map and looking strategically at the map, and he turns to the captain. What defenses do you have at the mouth of your ferry crossing? If this is the most strategical point.
Well, on the other side, we have watchtowers, and we are building. We're trying to build a palisade, at least on that side. The challenge we have is that they may cross the river and attack from the other side. So we need to encircle the town, really. But we're going to try and prioritize on the other side first.
I believe that is a mistake. You should fortify from this side. If the enemy come, your soldiers on the other side will be trapped. They will not be able to cross the river fast enough to escape the incoming army.
Or you think we should just pull back across the river and hold this side?
Yes. Apply your might where you can. If you spread your forces, you will die. This is the truth of war.
Make a tactics roll.
I don't have
to see how well you convince her with your terminology. You sort of go into it a bit. Oh, hello.
I got it.
You got a success. Okay.
Yeah.
So she okay, and she sort of, you can see she makes a mental note, not necessarily of what you're saying right now, but to talk to you about it later. She says, she said, I actually have some other duties I need to attend to. Sorry, speaker. And he says, no, don't worry, Captain, please. And she kind of turns and says, it's been a pleasure to meet you all. Thank you. And then she walks out. It seemed quite difficult for her to say thank you.
Okay.
He says, well, look, I get, and from me, a big thank you. If there's anything I can do to help you, and you'll find the people of our town are good, decent folk who, have a fair trade and good produce to sell. The taverns are good quality, and we have a shrine to Jamarl if you wish to pray. It's not a surprise. They've got a shrine to Jamarl because he's the god of the river, road, and travel, and this town is a mixing of all those three things. So it's a fairly common kind of common folk faith.
Speaker, I would like to meet your foreman responsible for building up the defenses. Perhaps I will be able to lend a hand in the time before we leave.
Certainly. We can arrange that. Yes. Well, it's been it's been a pleasure. Well, I'll arrange for them to meet you. What tavern were you staying in?
One with the apple.
Oh, the Green Apple. Lovely. Excellent. They do a very fine Nalosian red. you know, it's a little bit risque now since the war. But anyway, I better attend to some other duties as well. He looks over. You see, he's got a kind of one of those bureau desks in the corner, and there's like sheafs of paper and various documents and things. There's much paperwork to attend to. The glamorous life of the town speaker beckons.
Well, if the others are helping do useful things, I mean, I spent my life surrounded by paper. Do you need I can help you out while these chaps are doing things.
It's all official documentation, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
So, but I appreciate your offer very much. Thank you. He kind of glances you over. Yeah, where's your spell book? I assume you carry it with you.
Yeah, because Shathog has these incredibly Joseph and amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat robes.
Okay.
The fine robes that he spent his money on. It's just those traditional wizard sleeves.
Yes.
They're
voluminous.
It's up, voluminous. Thank you. Yeah, it's up one of those.
Okay.
It can just flop out, but it's on like a little wristband.
Brilliant. Well, he kind of garners from your dress and your appearance, and that you're probably the more learned member of the party. And he does say, Sir Tieran the Wise, as he likes to call himself, dwells on the edge of the river and is one who knows many things and might be someone else to consult with.
The chap in the tower.
Yes, he has a tower.
Love a tower, me.
Yes, he loves his tower. So have fun with him.
I will do. Thank you.
Yes, very well. Okay, well, thank you very much. And when you are ready to depart, please do let us know. What I will arrange for each of you is basically an explorer's kit for each of you.
Yeah.
Very, very kind.
Good.
Yeah. So some rations and tent, that kind of stuff, so that you have traveling gear. You don't have to buy that. He's asked you to go into the woods camping. He's going to give you the tent.
Yeah, it's more of a war zone than a woods.
Doesn't that?
Okay.
Yeah. Brilliant.
All right.
Okay, so let's go back to Doric's Ferry. Here we go, lovely town. And what we're going to do is you guys get to have a downtime activity. Now, this is a heroic deeds mechanic that we haven't. We've introduced. Oh, where are we? Downtime activities. So there are 12 downtime activities, and what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to put this in the Discord for you so you can see it, but our viewers can see it right now. And what that looks like is, whoops, keep changing that around. Here we go. This is what happens when you GM and produce and have your own system that isn't part of a... Right, so that should have arrived in our Red Hand of Doom chat. There we go. Get back to the screen. So there are 12 downtime activities. Aid the needy. Spend 10 silver pieces and increase your influence with the common folk or the clergy by 1. Build status. Spend 10 silver pieces and gain 1 influence with the clergy or nobility. In this one, it's called the gentry. Carousing. Spend 10 silver as you drink and gamble. Roll once on the town rumour table. We won't be doing that because I haven't built those yet, but that's part of the heroic deeds system that is coming. Or gain 1 influence with the common folk. Or increase perform by 1. Consult the maps. Spend 10 silver pieces and the GM must reveal information about an unexplored location or region on the map. Crafting. Make a number of silver pieces. I actually need to change that one. Apologies. It's spend 10 silver pieces, make a craft roll, and make silver pieces worth of mundane trappings equal to 10 times your successes plus 1. Earn money. Roll one of the following skills. Gain a number of silver equal to... That's yet to be developed. So you can see this is all still in flight. Instruction. Spend 10 silver and increase craft, prowess, or operate rank by 1. Practice magic. Spend 10 silver. Advance a deed that requires the summoning of a divine locus or casting of spells. Or increase your arcane or weird rank by 1. Research. Spend 10 silver pieces to solve an incomplete enigma obstacle. You haven't come across any of those yet. In a location you've explored, or increase law, medicine, or tactics by 1. Roughing it. No upkeep cost and increase might, ride, or survival by 1. Study magic. 10 silver pieces. Complete the next... study magic item. Spend 10 silver pieces. Complete the next deed on a magic item. And trade. Spend 10 silver pieces and gain 1 influence with the guilds, or increase deceive, insight, observe, shadow, or street by 1. So there's a whole list of them. Some of them we can't do because they're not relevant to our particular campaign just yet, or I haven't fully developed them. But these are the downtime activities. You can gain skills through this. You can gain influence through this. So it's really up to you what you want to do. The 10 silver pieces is like you're living there for the week doing stuff while this is going on. So the 10 silver pieces is like room and board and food and chatting to people, and whatever you're doing costs money, right? So that's what it represents. So does anyone have a downtime activity that they would like to do? And
Yes.
Then we can talk about what that looks like in the town with you and your character.
Yeah. Though technically not fully roughing it, I think Geron would like to be doing training with the troops. So the
So
town guard.
Instruction for prowess. That's like fighting skills. Prowess.
Yes, I can do prowess. Though I was going more for might.
Oh, okay. You can do might. Yeah, roughing it.
So I was looking at roughing it because what I'm going to do, I think he's going to spend his time training the troops, but also like lifting giant logs along, carrying them on to build stakes on the riverfront and helping with the fences and stuff. So
sounds good.
He's kind of just, that's what he's doing. He's just basically helping with the military because he's not smart. Everyone knows he's not smart. He doesn't try to pretend to be smart. So he's not going to get involved with all the other stuff. But moving heavy things and teaching people how to hit heavy things, he can do that.
Cool. Excellent. Okay, so you're gonna spend 10 silver. No, you're not, because you're roughing it. You gain 1 might up to a maximum of 3.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Wojtek, you said Oddball had something in mind.
Yes. What Oddball had, it can be treated in 2 ways. One idea is, again, instruction, but that would basically mean that I work with the work crews on the palisade, and that would increase my craft. Or I could practice magic, but that would basically mean that I'm going to be following the work teams, all week, basically casting the loci and just using Faltrid's precision to aid the work.
Okay. I'm happy for either of those. Which would you prefer?
I'm actually gonna practice magic.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be augmenting the quality of
I like it.
work.
Yeah. So they like place them better, they cut them better. There's that, and you become a bit of a. They notice you around town, and more people start to become aware of you. They're still not sure of you yet. They know you're helping, but you hasn't quite moved any. Neither of you have moved any influence yet, but.
Yeah, but I imagine that this is actually gonna account for something when Thesis hits the ventilator.
Yeah. Cool. So advance that deed.
Okay.
Yep. That requires the summoning of a divine locus.
Yeah, this is divine locus. Healing, blessing, battle blessings.
Which one are you going to go for?
Well, you have healing, battle blessings, and there should be divination. blessing. Minor revelation.
Yeah, we can get another one, right?
Yeah. Okay. So
Cool.
that's me done. Just bear in mind that this isn't gonna be very happy time for the workers.
Okay, so your influence definitely doesn't go up by 1. But you're
No,
like not like that, like this. No, put it a bit over, right there. No, that's not good enough. Start again.
because that is the reason that
That's
Obbo
the
is in the world.
Brilliant.
Alfred light bearers are sometimes blessed with very precise hands, very precise brains, and what did Obbo got? Ability to see stuff that is not exactly right, and he's being very annoying. And these sort of initiatives, they just get sent on the road to get either killed or learn better.
I like
He's
it.
gonna hate Garon there because Garon's just like using an axe to chop the bit of a stick off the top to make it the sharp, and then going on to the next one. He's not like doing anything with precision at all.
Yeah.
But some poor sod has got to fix all the stuff that Geron does. So there's like some guy that's getting told, "Oh, look, pick that. It's the Minotaur." Yeah.
So, but I just hope that if it comes to actually at least some of the fortifications being in place, that's gonna help towards it. He is actually not concerned about being loved or anything like that.
Sure. Yeah, no, the precision is the thing that he loves, right? So yeah, cool.
No,
okay.
The lack of precision annoys him. He actually doesn't love precision because he
it's the other way around.
Skills. He doesn't have any useful skills except for like pointing people that this is wrong, and he's never wrong about this, but he just cannot help in any other way.
Excellent.
Just yet.
Excellent. I love it. Right, Lewis and Rob, who's next?
Well, be my guest, Dondra.
Donder, if possible, is going to do something similar to Geron, but he'd like to gather a small group and train them to scout. I noticed there were woods to the north on this side.
Yep.
To sort of scout and survive in there.
So roughing it with some people, so that if they have to flee. Right.
Yeah. Well, also so that if a large army somehow manages to make it to the other side and attack them from up there, they might see them coming.
That's cool. Okay. Yeah. So like scouts in the woods just to kind of stay safe,
just to get
keep an eye on things
and remain unseen themselves so that they don't get murdered.
Okay, and what skill are you boosting with this?
Survival.
Survival. Okay, cool. Right, so you spend days out there, again, not sort of boarding in the tavern as much, maybe coming back into town a few times, but like
drink a mug of ale.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, say hi to Chothog, who's sipping a little wine with his pinky sticking out, and you go with some of the sort of the more able civilians that the militia have kind of teed up as their next recruits, right? So you're like taking them out to give them a bit of a little survival test, as well as, so you're helping the militia out at the same time, seeing if they really can cut the mustard. So please put your survival up. And they tell you of, while you're out there, because it becomes apparent to them that you are a wild walker. They tell you that there is a small circle of menhirs across the river at number 19, and it is a place of verdance, a verdance concentration. They've been told, almost like a divine locus, but for the verdance, and that there is an old druid called Avarthel who lives there. lives there is a strong term. Moves around, but is often found there tending the men here, keeping the circle clear, making sure no one's messing with it, that kind of thing. And occasionally he has been known to help the town with kind of healing. It's maybe some sort of, he's got some magical powers.
Okay. Thunder will make a note of that, and when we get to the other side, hopefully have a chat with him if we have time.
Yeah. When they say to you that he's got like healing powers, you think he's probably not a wild walker.
No. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
I'm interested in this verdance loci.
Yeah. So, you guys spend your days helping the town prepare, but Chothog, what are you up to?
Oh, right, yeah. Chothog was not particularly impressed about how his barrier was received. And he will be spending his week, using the practice magic downtime.
Okay.
And just to subtly catch the eye of Saterian the Wise, he will have got the ferry boat take across to this little island.
Oh, I like it.
In the middle of the river, and we'll be practicing a more reactive, more sort of proactive, flexible nature of casting these barriers, sort of being more aware of, being more in touch with the barrier, at one with the barrier, and that'll be his week really. And I will cough up 10 silver, and so I will add 1 pip to a deed. Yes.
That requires the casting of spells.
Yeah, so that's trickster. I'll put another one, which is the charms.
Okay, cool.
And that's me. And I've taken 10 silver out of the kitty for Obol as well.
Okay, cool.
Obol actually paid his dues from his silver. He
even better.
Left.
Okay.
So don't deduct.
Okay.
So, you are intrigued to discover one day that Satyrian is a Dracon, which is a humanoid of dragon descent.
Ooh.
Like the Saurians of Glorim and the kobolds of Udril. They have this reptilian nature. Born from the dragons. That basically dragons are so powerful that when they came to the World Mountain, their magic mixed with the rest of the world and like influenced life, right? So that's the story. And this blue-scaled Dracon finds you in the tavern one evening as you're sipping a glass of wine and studying your spell book or whatever it is you're doing, reading the romance fiction that you enjoy.
I absolutely will be doing that from now on.
And he kind of comes in, and when he does, it's not like a hush and everyone stares, but you do notice like a change in the volume of people's conversations. And Tharm, the bartender, brings him clearly what's his regular drink to his regular table, and he says, "No, place it, if I may." And he looks at you.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, really, just end of chapter. 1 second. And yes, how can I help?
May I join you?
Oh, it would be an absolute joy for me to be spending even a moment of my time amongst someone as wise as you clearly are, by the name you gave yourself.
I did not dub myself the wise.
Gosh,
Some of my
I would
travelling
have.
companions from many years ago did, and I merely maintained it through my
It was
wisdom.
an honour for me to meet you. You have a lovely tower.
Is anybody else from the party in the tavern with you tonight while this is going on? Just out of character?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, Obbo is going to be resting from...
Geron's probably doing bench pressing a
been
tree
frequenting-
trunk somewhere or something.
Yeah, Garon's been frequenting the slightly less reputable inn with the militia recruits and stuff,
Okay.
drinking them under the table and then lifting them up on the table and things like that. So,
Okay, cool. It cuts.
rabble rousing.
Yeah, we look round the table and there's an empty seat, and it cuts to the tavern, and Garon's going, "Roar!"
Bench pressing some soldiers in the air and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
And Donda, is he off in the woods?
Donda is in the background, like fast chugging of mug of ale and then coming out.
Brilliant. He says, I've seen your interesting companions, and he sort of nods at Oddball. Well met. Yes, these are dark times here for this town. I've sensed for a while trouble brewing, and obviously these brigand attacks and strange creatures. People's stories of manticores and other such beasts out in the woods.
What does one such as you make of it? Do you get a sense of large group cooperating, unusually cooperating?
Well, I would, if I were you, I would talk to the priest in town. But from what I understand, these things move in cycles. If one reads the learned text from Kesben and understands the history of this region, there's been cycles of unification and then separation and violent warring, which has come back to the point of unification. And I think we have experienced recently that trend, and that the tribes have been warring so long that one tribe, having had such great victories, has become stronger than all the others. I have no evidence of this, but this is logically what will have occurred, clearly. And
yes, history teaches us this.
Indeed. So I am considering preparing magical defenses, or perhaps moving to Pargranin.
Yes, I can understand either action, but why do I have to speak to the clergy? Priests are so, ugh.
Well, I'm not the one who has visions of doom. But the brother Durney seems to have had some horrible dreams, which have got him and the captain rather spooked. But they don't like to talk. They don't like to talk about it.
Brother Durney is the high priest of Jomarel or something. Yeah.
High might be a rather overly elevated status to assign to him.
Yeah. Well, just local priest.
He's a good priest.
Obel, is that something you'd like to take care of?
I think that if he is leery about sharing his dreams, perhaps he's gonna talk to me, priest to priest.
Yeah.
My thoughts, exactly.
Yes. I also wish to offer you my support. I understand that you're being hired to. He points out towards the woods. Go into the woods. Very brave of you. He looks Sundays. I see have you got good boots? And your cloak.
Slippers, really.
I would suggest getting some boots. The roads are a bit worn. However, I have a collection of scrolls, some of which I'd be willing to part with if you wish to. If you need some runic assistance on your journey,
that would be most appreciated. However, I think I'm well kitted out for now, but perhaps when we return, I say when we return, I may need restocking.
Well, he offers you 4 scrolls of any spells.
Oh, lovely. Can I take that under advisement, Pete?
Yes.
Thank you.
That's fine.
I'll go through them and pick 4 spells. Thank you.
That's okay. They're only Action 1 versions, obviously, because you're still newbie with
Still
scrolls.
Mr. Ickle.
Yes. Very well. Well, it's been a pleasure to make your acquaintance. And if you survive and return, and our town is not swept from the face of the map, then perhaps we could sit down and discuss runic forms, arcane essences, and other such matters.
That would bring me great joy.
Have you ever visited Kesben? Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
No.
Well, we can talk about that as well.
That would be fabulous. Thank you so much. And I do recommend what am I drinking?
Nalosian Red.
Nalosian Red. It's fabulous.
Ah, yes. And taste as well. Excellent. Right. Well.
As you can see in the clothes.
And then he leaves.
Quite right.
Cool. All right. Oddball, do you want to go and visit the priest?
Yeah, if it's not too late in the day.
You can just do it over the course of the week, the week that you're going to be there.
Coming off shift and being booed out of the stage by the workers.
Yeah.
Oddball is gonna to the loft to the shrine.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Okay. So
knock on the door.
You go in, and there are a couple of young lads who are like sweeping up, and a teenage girl who's kind of dressing the altar, and putting the things in the right place and getting things sort of ready for the next ceremony that they're going to conduct. Maybe a sermon, you're not sure. And Brother Durney, you assume, is a priest in the robes of a Jamoral priest, sort of brown and green, and he has a
what's his name again?
Brother Durney.
Mm-hmm.
He's stout. He is he's getting old. He seems to be getting a bit old. He's like 50. He seems to be barefoot, walking around, and he kind of stops and sort of sees you enter. He says, greetings. We're the service is not for another hour. May I help you?
Greetings, brother. I wanted to have a word with you, if I may.
You're one of the new travellers that the Great River has deposited upon our banks, are you not?
Yes, I am.
Well met. I am Brother Durney.
Nice to meet you. Could we seek some private place? I have some questions.
We all have questions.
Obviously.
Yes, please come to the side chamber where we take private prayer occasionally. You go in and it's kind of a side room with there's a kind of nice sort of painting across the wall of a river flowing along, and there's lots of people along the river, on the river, and sort of tributaries flowing out. It's kind of a feeling of everything in life happening like the flow of a river.
Nice allegory.
The person who painted it made a few very clear errors across the painting at certain points. They've clearly used the wrong colour and some sloppy brushwork in certain locations that as you walk in the room, you're
Buzzing Grain is Obbo's best friend, so he will act as normal.
Okay. How can I help you? Sorry, what was your name?
Obbo.
Obbol.
Light bearer of Paltrid.
Ah, yes. Welcome, greetings. I myself am not blessed as such as you are. More willing to just carry this burden of helping these people find the flow of life from Jamoral to wherever they may be headed.
This is much more commendable, just compared to just being granted something that you didn't even want. But here we are.
Yes, here we are. Here we are. He's starting to look a little bit nervous. He's like a bit confused about what you're wanting.
Brother, what I am here to ask about is your dreams. We had a chat with your magician, and we are setting out across the river.
Of course, Satiran would politely tell people. It's quite a private matter and quite
Yes.
horrifying. Make a. Here we go. Let's have a look.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
What should I make?
So I'm just getting over to the thing. You can make a perform roll if you're talking to him about trying to get something out of him.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably
Composure, perhaps.
composure's more if they're trying to get something out of you.
Mm-hmm.
You would make a composure roll, whereas you're trying to perform is like acting or like playing up to something, getting it out.
Yeah,
of
well, Obbo is a bit shit at that, and he is not a people's person. He
Sure.
is more
technically
accustomed
minded.
to technically minded, and he is not trying to get anything.
Oh, he's just
Okay.
stating it flatly to see if it'll.
It's basically being honest. He actually cannot lie,
Sure.
like ever,
Okay.
unfortunately, because this is an error in communication. So what I was gonna say is, brother, there's no need for alarm, and I am not judging if I will accept any information that you are willing to impart on me, and no more. But yes, we did receive a commission to scout out the woods and assess the threat to the town, which seems to be dire.
Oh, yes, I'd heard something about this. I don't really
Yes.
concern myself too much with the militia activities, but I'd heard that some people were heading out to explore it. Is that if that's you?
Yes, it is us, but we are not the first. There are some people that were already lost in the woods. So if we could gain any information that you're comfortable parting with, that
His
would be much
eyes,
appreciated.
his eyes glaze over. Like
Okay.
it's like he's sort of looking far away, like just like he's gone inside his head, and he's like a dark figure, half hobgoblin, half dragon, standing upon a hill with a horde at his feet, each of their leaders either dead or kneeling before him. And then he looked down upon the Elsir Vale, the Ember Vale, and declared war. And he kind of snaps. There was so much blood. It was disgusting. And he kind of seems shook by it. And he sits down on a nearby chair.
Obbo tries to steady him.
It was disgusting, horrendous. Nothing any civilized person should have to witness. He held a severed head of an ogre in his hand and threw it down at them with a laugh, a callous, evil laugh. No, joyous laugh. It was. I feel, and he shudders as if he's disgusted with himself. all I can tell is that this trouble is coming towards us.
Yeah,
and
it did
Jamoral
come
has
again.
given me a vision of this. So perhaps I am blessed by the power
Something
in some
that you
small
didn't
way.
actually want me to see.
Isn't that always the way?
Yes.
The only thing I remember is that each of them, these tribe or brigand band or faction leaders, they each had a symbol on their, one on their shield, one on their armor, one a tattoo, but they'd all been supplanted by a red hand.
Was there a name? Was there a name chanted?
He shudders and steps backwards, and he says, "Azarkul," and vomits onto the floor.
Oh, shit.
And he starts to like struggle physically, as if something is wrestling with him.
Oh, I will actually call up Locus immediately.
Okay, you summon the divine locus. Right, okay.
Out to precision, and I will try to guide him to bolster his composure.
Okay.
So he
I
can,
like it. I like it. So he's like, no, you can't. It's that. It's the warlord Azarkul. He is spreading his red hand across the land, or wishes to, or will, or and he kind of, all his vitality is gone, and he collapses to the floor. Not unconscious, but like, And as this happens, because it makes a bit of noise, right? One of the kind of church hands comes in and says, "Oh, good Lord, what's going on?"
Water quickly.
Oh, okay, Brother Durney, are you okay? And runs off to get a pitcher of water.
Well, I'm trying to make him comfortable.
Okay.
And as I imagine that he will regain like senses. I am extremely sorry that I had to put you through this, but you
seems like
were of extreme help to us. We have a name.
I never want to think such thoughts again. Such hatred for us, yet having never seen us or known us, how such a dark creature can be twisted to such ends. I need to pray. I must pray, he says.
I will leave you to it, and I'm very, very grateful. And Obol leaves him in the care of, his assistants.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was
the girl comes over to you and she says, "Sorry to disturb you, mister, but I think, did I hear right that you're going out on the road into the wildwood?"
Yes.
She takes out 2 flasks, and she says, "You'll probably need this more than we will then."
What is this?
She hands you. Don't get too excited.
Okay.
Get to the equipment section. She hands you a healing vial and a tincture. It's not much, but whatever way we can help.
I am very grateful for it. Take care of him. He shouldn't be having those dreams. They're very hard on him.
We've heard him screaming in the night, but maybe now that he's passed the dark knowledge onto you, he'll feel a bit lighter, since you're going to do something about it.
That is the plan. And Obol leaves us to not disturb the temple any further.
Okay, cool. So you've all had a bit of time in the town. You've all gained a skill or something, advanced a deed, that kind of thing. And on the final day, you kind of all get together at the Green Apple with Hisfix, and Hisfix will deal with Hisfix's downtime activity separately, possibly carousing, I'm not sure, or trade to advance some sort of thievery skills. And you have a good meal. The farm gives you the best food in the house for the night. It's like death row. They always give you the steak on the night before. And you have fine wine, not fine, sorry, very good wine, not fine wine. That's the wrong term to use. And good food. And that night you rest very well. You will have recovered 7 wounds just from rest over the week. So if that brings you all up to full, then that's cool. Donda, if you're using your adaptation and then resting, you'll obviously stay where you are. So, but you're fine to start the adventure with full wounds, obviously. The next day of the adventure on full wounds. And there's a few people who kind of everyone knows you're kind of building up to this day. And a few people in the tavern who have heard you talking about it and things are like, well, good luck, and a few people sort of raise their morning ale tankards to you as you're gathering all your gear together and getting ready to leave. And as you do, the captain arrives at the tavern, and she's standing there looking concerned. And as you approach her, she says, there couldn't be better timing for your leaving. We've just had word come in. One of the farmsteads closer to the town is under attack. You must make haste and see what is attacking, so that we can learn what we can, and then perhaps, up to you, report back on that if you wish. That might be useful, but get out there into the wildwood to find out what's going on.
So we shall, I think.
Now, does anyone want to spend any money on equipment before you leave? Right, as in you've done it over the week, not like, oh, hey guys, sorry, I'm just going to pop to the shop.
I would like to buy a bandana of tincture.
Sure.
So sort of
A
half a dozen
bandolier.
or so. A bandolier, sorry, not
Yeah.
bandana, yeah. Bandolier,
Yeah. Sure.
Tincture and half a dozen, 12. They're 5 each, so I'll mark that up.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy a sling
Okay.
or fashion it. Just
Sure.
somehow to have more reach.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. You get a sling.
I was gonna try and buy a leather jerkin.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, can wizards wear armor?
Yep.
Okay. I feel like I'm not there yet. I feel like it's a bit too defeatist, but just so I know.
You want to get like plates like lining your Technicolor
My
dream
clothes,
coat. Yeah.
I was actually thinking of a tower shield just to hide behind. I'm not yet.
The only
but-
consideration for you would probably be the bulk.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I can
'Cause-
barely move at the best of times.
Yeah. Is Geron buying anything while he's in town?
No, he doesn't need anything.
He's ready. Okay. So you guys, they don't charge you for the ferry ride.
So,
But the guy who's like running the ferry is like, oh, it's you guys. Okay, fine. Okay, come on. And you kind of got to get on. He's got this big flat-bottomed boat. Then there's a rope across and he's like pulling along. He's looking at Chothog a bit annoyed because he had to punt him out into the river the other day to take him onto the island. He goes, and he's like, "We're not going to the island again, are we, Mr. Sir?"
No, not straight at the imminent peril, please.
The what?
That way.
He like looks over. Imminent peril. Okay. It's like.
Move with haste. There is an attack on the farms.
And you get
That's what he
across.
said.
You get across the.
Geron was using his axe as an oar as well.
Don't stop. That doesn't help. You're going to turn us into a spin. So you guys cross over the river and make your way up the road out the back of the town. And you're traveling through, low-lying countryside. You can see in the distance let's go over to the Wildwood map. So you can see like far in the distance. Oh, it's not even on the map for our viewers. Far in the distance over there, there's hills, and they spread all the way up. Rivers coming out of there. It's all kind of flowing into one big river. And each of these hexagons is half a day's worth of travel. So 2 hexes in a day on a road. 1 hex in the forest in a day. Okay. And when I say day, that's like 8 hours of travel, which is enough to knacker anybody out, and that's a full day of travel, right? So you can do like a hex on a road in the morning and a hex on the road in the evening. Yeah, but the wood is more difficult terrain.
Do these footpaths and things constitute roads like the old forest?
No,
road?
not really. It's just to
Okay.
indicate that there are other ways through the wood, potentially other crossing points of rivers. And you you're kind of still in the hex that you've started in, right down here, where Doric's Ferry is, and you can see ahead, right on the road, actually, this farm. They're quite tucked in because the forest is kind of coming in either side now, and it's kind of sort of coming into the road further down in this kind of low-lying land. You can kind of see, and then it rises up far beyond. So you've got this kind of encroaching forest feel, and there's smaller and fewer sort of farms dotted along the road side as you go down. And as you're kind of sort of halfway along, you see activity near a farmhouse. You can see some shapes moving by the building, and you can hear kind of shouts. And we will go over to.
I see darkness.
Okay.
Hang on.
Got a token in the scene.
Here we go. You have got. Oh, okay.
The dwarves don't have dark vision.
Hang on. No.
It doesn't help though.
Rob, can you see it?
No. Shall I refresh Ford?
No, it might just be me. Vision.
It says my token doesn't have vision. That's
I thought I'd removed it from the. Hang on. Aha.
Yes,
Oh,
I see it.
Can
See it now.
yes.
Well, we don't need a his fix, but I'll put him on there anyway. Right, now this is an isometric battle map. So when you place your miniature, your token, place it so the bottom curve of your circle is in the bottom corner of the square you're in. Yeah. See? Like that. Yep. Cool. So you guys are all over, like literally coming on this edge of the map. I'll just put you all on the edge of the map. Ah, there you go. Well done.
The Minotaur will be slightly in front because I think everyone likes to hide behind him.
That is true.
Yes.
Yes,
That is
yes,
true.
sir.
Yep. Okay. So what you can see is,
It's got a little palisade around it. Yeah.
well, that's more like
Smart people.
it's like a yard, but they're out on their own, right? So they're a bit more survivalist. You can see 3 fig. a bunch of figures. Right. Okay. That's not what they're called. Apologies. Okay, cool. Right. So as you approach, you can hear noises, and you can see 4 large dog-headed humanoids, hyena-headed, so like gnolls, right? And they are wearing armor. They have shields and swords, and at their feet there are kind of torches and pitch and things like that, and it looks like they are getting ready to set fire to this farmstead, and you can hear like screaming in the background somewhere beyond, in the house, maybe in the yard, maybe you can see they've got like a little fenced area, which is obviously, you know, just to protect their main belongings, and maybe wagon or something, or horse, you know, but then there's fields all around, right? And this is kind of like a rise to the north of the map. Let's say the north of the map for now. And it's a 10-foot. It's a 10-foot cliff. Like, it's quite high. Yeah. So it's like a rise up to the farm, and there's houses around, and you can see like farm things, sacks of grain and barrels and bundles of hay. There's even a sheep. So that is the situation we are in, and what we're going to do is we are going to roll initiative, and where are we?
The raiders who are nearest to the house, do they have their backs to us?
They do, and the raiders are actually unaware of you right now, so whoever's going to roll initiative for you guys gains 2 dice on that roll.
Feels like a Minotaur kind of thing.
No. Anything for rolling initiative is I do not have.
Observe or tactics.
Yeah, something I probably should have thought about when I built my character.
I have neither of those.
Oh, fabulous.
I have Guile and Observe 0, which is also not good. Where's his fix when you need him?
What did you say it was, Pete? Sorry.
Observe or tactics.
Yes, no.
Education's free.
You're
I mean,
our
even
best
if you
bet.
don't have it, whoever's got the most dice on that thing should probably roll.
Oh, I've got Education 4. If that
There you go.
Go
Yeah,
for it then.
There you
Go
go.
for it. Roll tactics.
Okay, so roll tactics.
Oh,
Got a success.
got a success. And then roll 2 more dice.
Okay.
Maybe just change your education down to 2 and click it.
No, that's much smarter than what I'm doing now.
Or just roll one of your 2 ones.
Oh, there you go.
Another one.
Oh.
Yep, another one. And your hero die was a 6. So actually you got another one. So you got 3 successes. And
Fabulous.
I got none.
Null.
Okay, so we are now in combat. These guys are about to burn this building down. You don't think they're going to engage in negotiation or conversation. And you guys are going first, so our heroes are first. So if you remember, in heroic deeds, our initiative is alternating sides. So one of you guys go, and then I go, and then one of you guys go, and then I go. And what I do is I bunch my bad guys up into the same number of groups as there are heroes. So there are 4 of you, so I will, if there are any other bad guys that you can't see, I will group them into 4 groups.
I look at the Minotaur. This is your area of expertise, isn't it?
The Minotaur looks back and is like, "Yes, but you have fancy spells. Do you want to do anything? Last time I went running off, I got told off."
Yeah, I mean, it was more like a slight chastising. But yeah, no, feel free. I mean, I can't really get that far anyway. So yeah,
So how far away are they from us?
it's going to take me 4 or 5 days to get there. So.
I have a bow, if that's of any help.
Oh, yes.
Probably.
Ooh, ranged weapons.
Yeah, you can all begin with like one set of weapons like ready in combat, right? But remember, if you want to, you can drop something for free, but to draw a weapon is an action.
Sling for me.
Okay.
So how far away from? Is it what's each square?
It's your what's your speed? 25.5. You can move 5 squares in one move action, and remember you can spend vitality to get an extra square.
Have you got anything ranged, Dan?
No, I just charge at things. And well, I mean, I'm gonna spend. I'm gonna do 2 move actions.
I'm not sure the measuring works correctly.
Yeah, the measuring
No, it
doesn't
doesn't.
work on this. Yeah, because so this closest one away from me is he is 12 squares away from me.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend 2 vitality.
Yep.
For +2. So one on each move,
Mhm.
and I'm going to move move 2 out.
Yep.
Do 2 move actions. I'll speak
Yes.
properly in a minute, and I'll finish here, right behind him, and I'll give him a little bonk on the head to see
Okay.
if. So I'll give a quick might roll. Let's see how this goes.
Oh.
Oh, it goes.
Oh.
That's 4 successes.
Wow. Okay, so that's 3 more than you needed.
Yes.
So your weapon strength.
10.
So 13 dice.
13 dice.
However,
against
he is wearing scale, so -2.
-2.
So 11 dice.
And his toughness.
And his toughness is 12. No, 8.
So it's 12. Oh, so
Yeah. Whoop. 8.
6 damage.
Wow. 6 damage. Okay. So this is where my count sheets aren't good enough for hit points just yet in Foundry, but we can't have everything. So we're going to do good old-fashioned note-taking. So what are they? Let's have a look. So they have... okay, so these guys are not minions. Okay, so you do 6 damage to that guy. Wow. Whack. Your blade does some serious damage to him. He howls in pain, and they're all aware of you.
Yeah, and Geron kind of drags his axe and drags him on the axe a little bit to make him scream a bit more, because he basically wants to draw their attention to Geron away from the house right now. So they're all like, "Oh my god, there's a giant Minotaur here to kill us. Let's
Okay.
not burn down the house. We're a bit
Sure.
busy with this."
Sure. Sounds good. Make an observed difficulty 3 roll.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I can't even do that.
Okay, well don't worry then. Well, you might you might roll a double, and then that would count as 3, wouldn't it? So, yep. Okay, cool. Right, so it's my go. That raider turns around and he's like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah," and he is going to use his special ability. Powerful swing. Action 1, 2 vitality. Make an attack using might. Any additional successes may be used to force the target back. Each success equaling a 5-1 forced move.
Okey-dokey.
So he's going to... here we go. So 2 successes. So he's going to hit you with his longsword, which is strength 7.
Mhm.
So he's going to do 7 strength hit on you, but he's also going to push you back 5-1.
And I've got protection 2, so take 2 off of that damage.
Okay. And what's your toughness?
9.
Toughness 9. Wow. Toughness 9. and 5 damage dice, right? Oh, 3 damage. 3 got through. Look at that. Right. Well, he's hurt. I mean, he took some vitality damage himself for that. Right. And then he is going to raise his shield and oh, sorry.
Am I pushed back as well?
I've done that already. I pushed you back 1. So you're not next to him anymore.
Yeah.
And he's going to move to there. Okay. Heroes. Who wants to go next?
Shooty bowman.
Oh,
Yeah, just put some damage on them.
yeah, sure. So I would like, just for the fun of it, to
Sure.
use 1 action and 2 vitality to activate one of my
What adaptation have you got on at the moment?
at the moment I have scale on.
Okay.
So then I can activate Sliver.
Yep.
Your skin becomes camouflage, scaly, and slippery, and your features become more vicious. While Sliver is active, increase your invasion defense by 1 and your speed by 10/2.
Oh,
Nice. So you guys watch as you like scales ripple across Donda's body, and his maybe like your lower half becomes a serpent or something.
Slivery. So then I'm going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with my second action.
Mm-hmm.
And then so the first one raised the shield, right? The one that fought Garon.
Yep.
But the other one hasn't. This one.
No, he hasn't raised his shield yet.
I'll take a shot at him then.
Fair play.
1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. That's still
Within your range.
Yeah, a short bow is 80/16. So
Yeah.
should still be in there.
Cool. And you're not blocked by that wagon, so you're okay.
Yeah. So I'm rolling observe,
Yes.
which I'm terrible at.
Okay.
Which I've just realised now.
You can have a crossbow instead if you've got better training.
Yeah.
I don't mind if you want to swap that now because you haven't played this before and you don't know the rules. So if you want to have a light crossbow instead, I'm happy for you to do
my
that.
training is better. Yeah.
Let's do that instead.
Okay then.
Let's roll.
I will
Re-roll.
click. Yeah. Right. So that's on prowess then.
That is on
Is it?
operate.
Operate. Yeah, operate. So. Which is at least.
I'm getting
3
myself
dice.
a crossbow then.
Oh.
And I still don't hit anything.
Now, what you can do, you need 1 success to hit with your first attack in a round. Because you have no successes and you need 1 to succeed, you could spend a point of vitality to get that success.
I will do that.
Okay. So you shoot him.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. And he is...
Light crossbow.
Light crossbow is 6 strength. His armor scale shirt is a weakness to pierce. So it's only 1 protection against your crossbow.
Okay.
So you would roll 5 dice, and his 5 dice, and his toughness is 8, I believe. Yes, 8. Wow, 3 damage.
There we go.
Nice roll. Okay, so boom, you shoot his companion, who's just like, rah, 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 you're gonna die. He kind of roars at you as his arrow kind of skims, like finds a little gap where the straps are in his armor and kind of nicks him slightly.
Thunder hisses back at him.
He looks at he's kind of looks at this guy over here, who is now going to take his turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, he's gonna use all. He's not gonna spend that much on movement. No, actually, he's going to attack the Minotaur. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's what happened last week.
1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And then he is going to use his ability. Powerful swing. Action 1, vitality 2. Let me knock that off. There we go. Make an attack using might. Any additional successes may be used to force the target back. Each success equating to a 5-1 move. Let me find his stats. Let's roll might. Oh, man. That is terrible.
I mean, balances out what the first roll you did.
Yeah. He's going to use a point of vitality to get a success.
Boo.
But it doesn't get any extra successes. So he is going to do a strength 7 hit against you.
-2.
-2. Yep. So I've already got it prepped. Here we go. 2 damage.
2 damage.
Whittling down the Minotaur. Here we go. That's his go.
Move back as a square
No,
roll.
it didn't have any extra successes because he had to use his vitality to get one. So bear with me for a moment. Okay, here we go. So let me close that for a minute. So a figure appears from behind hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Let me just double check that. Yes, 5 movement. Okay. And is going to use a special ability. This ability is called Poisoned Strike. Action 1, 2 vitality. Make a melee or ranged attack using shadow. You may spend additional successes on either poisoned, stunned, or slowed conditions. So it's going to shoot at Donda. Here we go.
What did that reindeer ever do to him?
Oh, no successes. That was a ranged attack, by the way, with a crossbow. So he's going to spend 1 vitality to get his success. So he spent 3 vitality this turn and not doing much, which is strength 6. Have you got armor on?
Yes, but it has weakness pierce.
Okay, and it's leather jack,
So-
right? So it doesn't. Yeah, leather
Yep.
jerkin doesn't do it. Oh no, leather jerkin doesn't have pierce. Doesn't have pierce weakness. Has blast and
it?
shock.
Oh yeah, so it has. Sorry,
So you still get 1. That's cool.
1, and my evasion is 6 at the moment.
Oh, because of your boost. Cool.
Yep.
Okay. 1. I'm rolling rubbish again tonight, like last week. I get this a lot when I'm GMing for some reason. Okay, so this figure appears, steps out, fires a crossbow, and as the crossbow bolt flies towards you, Donda, you can see that there's some sort of green liquid like flying off the blade, and as it reaches you, it's all gone. And you get struck for a point of damage. And it will then use its other ability. Oku's Veil. Action 1, Vitality 2. Make a move action. At the end of that action, you become invisible until the start of your next turn. All heroes make an observe D3 check to spot at the start of their turn. And it's a difficulty 3 to attack once spotted. So it's an evasive 1, 2, 3. Goes over there and disappears. But I'll leave him on the map. But you can't target him if you don't pass your observe check at the beginning of your turn until his next turn. Cool. Okay, so next we're going to have a hero.
Would you have some wholesale items, Jotak?
Me what? Wholesale what?
Oh, like blow all of them up.
Oh God, no, that's not my style. If it's going to be my go, then I'm going to move my two squares like that. And I can spend vitality to move more, can't I?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not going to do that yet. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, everyone's too far away from me to do anything yet. Can I? How much vitality is it? Just 1 vitality?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that so I can move my movement speed again. And I go to there. That's me. Thank you.
Okie doke. Then there's the last guy here, down the bottom, who's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he's going to run to there and raise his shield. Cool. And then it's Oddball.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move, and I'm just gonna pelt this
Okay.
one with a stone from a sling and call him names.
Because he hasn't
That's
gone
all.
yet, that guy, has he?
Yeah, this is observe or operate, sling. Observe.
Sling is observe.
There you go. I will spend vitality to get his attention.
Okay.
No. And the strength is 5.
Mm-hmm.
But he has 2 armor, so that's gonna be 3. Really.
Yes.
And his
Toughness,
evasion?
Evasion, good point. 7.
Okay.
2 damage. Not bad.
Token effort, but just not to let them play with torches and stuff.
Yeah.
And while Obel is advancing, he is shouting to Garen, just hold there, I'm coming. I'm gonna try to, get you the locust that replenishes your vitality each time you hit somebody.
That'd be very helpful.
Yeah. That should work, but I need to get there.
Nice.
Basically. Oh, and
Okay.
can I roll this observe also just to try to suss
Yes.
out where this
Yeah.
stinker went?
Yeah.
Okay. Nope. Okay, let's see. All
Okay.
right, that's me done.
Okay, so then it's just the last guy, which is this guy, right? Because he hasn't done anything. He's been standing there as you all shoot stuff at him. What's he going to do? I think he's going to run over and punch. Go on. So he's going to stand next to his buddy.
Good choice.
And he's going to use a special ability. This guy. Yes, that one. He is He is going to do his might roll. Might. 2 successes. Okay. So he hits you, so I'll roll damage in a minute, and he's going to push you back 5 feet. Let's roll damage. So it's 5 dice at 9s. 3 damage. Oh my god. Mine's was going down. I think you have to go back to town.
I might do.
How much vitality you got left?
2.
Ooh, I think you'd have to do one of those maneuvers.
I might have to.
Okay, right. So that's the end of the round. Okay. So just check this guy's on. Still on. They're all still on full wounds. So I'm just going to see if I can do them individually. This guy is on full wounds and sorry, that one's wrong. That was on 5 vitality. Yeah, that guy's on 2 vitality. I still haven't got it to read the bars. You know, you can put stat bars above their heads.
Yeah.
I still haven't quite got it yet to read the numbers that I've created, right? So which is annoying me, but hey, we'll carry on. And this guy is on. I suddenly realised I can do the current wounds and stuff with them on their stats. Right. Okay. So new round of initiative. Heroes go first.
Oh, go on.
Could I actually bolster you up right now? Because the moment I set this up, you're gonna start regaining vitality. Yeah? So I'm gonna put a locus, like... can I draw it?
Tell me where it is and I'll put it on there for you.
Yeah. Like... So... Can you see it? Like from this point to Garon to here to here. Roughly.
All right. So the locus is in the middle there.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
And
as long as it reaches Garon, because I just read that it actually affects any of us that enter this. So if we can like cram in there, we're gonna be in a much better position.
Like that.
Yeah. Exactly. So that was 2 actions, and the third action is Triumph of Thedaros.
Okay, so you've all felt this. You can't see it, but you can feel it, right? There's like a rush of wind summoned into this area. Geron's hair flickers heroically in the wind, and suddenly there's silence. And then you're doing what one? Sorry.
Triumph of Thedaros.
Ah, yes.
So,
okay.
For the duration of the locus, your party members within the locus make successful melee attack recover 1 vitality.
There you go.
Nice.
Yep. Okay.
And I'm gonna also go in there and just start laying about my next turn.
Cool. Start laying about. I like it.
Can I ask if the locus, for instance, if anything happened to like explode near the locust, is the locust a physical thing that would take damage from an explosion? No. Okay.
Now you have to have specific abilities to nullify a locus.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe a Shadow Blade has those. No. Okay, so Oddbolt's gone. Step forward. There's this, and then this effect, the Triumph of Thedaros. Thedaros, the god of kind of challenge, sporting victory, battle, sailing, all that kind of stuff. So, cool. Okay. So it's my go. So this guy is going to step forward and go for Geron. His shield is no longer up, so remember you have to do it each round. It lasts until your next turn. So he's going to attack you. Has he got enough? Has he got enough vitality? Oh, it didn't record it. Great.
He was the one I whomped in the first turn.
Yeah, he's on 2 vitality, that guy. And yeah. Okay. He is going to no, this guy is the one you hit at the beginning, right? Because he moved backwards, didn't he? And stepped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So these guys have hurt themselves and taken a bit of damage. Right. This guy's going to hit you. He is going to use his ability. And he is therefore going to use might instead of his prowess.
I'll take it.
So he's used 2 for that. He's down to that. I'm going to use 1 success to get the hit, but I won't get any extra success. 1 vitality to get the hit, but nothing else, so no pushing back. But it means I get to roll damage on you. 1 damage. Rubbish! On 1 vitality.
Yep.
Okay, then he's going to raise his shield.
Lovely.
Okay. E02 Minotaur. It's over to a hero.
Yeah. Yeah. Could I go next team? Is everyone okay?
Yeah, I'd like to go last, please.
Yeah. With movement in combat, if I stay adjacent to him, I'm not leaving, so I don't get an attack of
You
opportunity.
can move round him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because basically what I want to do is I want to kind of step into this square between the 2 of them here.
Yeah, that's a step action anyway, so it doesn't provoke anyway.
Okay, cool. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to swing my mighty
Oh,
axe.
you're doing your you got a cleave, haven't you?
But that's gonna be 2 vitality if you hit both.
Sweep. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's 1 vitality. The ability activates this 1 vitality ability, and I get to do it against. I have to divvy out my successes, so that's my.
Oh.
That's what it is. So I'll read it for you. See.
But you will regain 2 vitality.
Oh yes, I will go regain the 2 vitality. Yes, so that's kind of the plan that this kind of pulls
So
off.
a net 1 vitality, and you don't hit 0.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. Let's see. So if you spend, you've got one. You've got 1 success.
Oh well, there we go. Never mind. I'll put that. I'll just have to hit one of them then.
So which one are you going to hit? The one that just hit you?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Oh, God.
Okay, he's got 3 protection.
What with the shield?
Yeah.
The shield as well. Oh, I'll hit the one without the shield then. I don't want to waste that. And he's toughness 8, isn't he?
Yes. Oh.
3 damage. So I gain a vitality.
Yes.
And then I'm going to spend that vitality. And I'm going to do... Instead, I'm going to do... Bravo Feint. So with a slash weapon, I can spend 1 vitality.
You can only use 1 technique in a turn.
I didn't use the technique because I didn't get the extra... Or did I have to do that anyway? Because it says after... So.
Oh, you didn't use it. Good point. Yes,
of
course.
On a successful attack, I may spend it.
Yeah, okay. You didn't. Cool.
I didn't.
Okay.
So I will do this, and I will take a 1-5 step back to here, and then I'm going to whomp the guy that has got his shield up.
Okay.
And that's my special.
Sounds good.
That's my special ability. Let's see if we can actually hit him.
Nice.
Yay!
And there's an extra one because you rolled 2 10s, and one was your hero die was a 10.
Oh, cool.
Yep. So 3, 2 more.
But he's got protection 3, right?
Yes.
So that would be
9 dice.
Yeah. Oh God.
2 damage.
Dice roll's been pretty poor tonight.
Okay.
But I'll take it.
He is down to 0 vitality. So he is either stunned or weakened.
And I am back up to 3 vitality.
And
Thank
he's
you very
gonna-
much for this special bubble thing.
He's going to take stunned, because weakened would not be a good idea right now with you standing in front of him.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true. Switch my turns did.
Oh, I happened to click on the one that is stunned. That was, I added a little token, a little indicator to him. It just so happened it was. I thought, oh, that's like stars floating around his head. That might be stunned, and it was. Cool. Okay, so that was. Sorry, are you in? You're in that square, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Not,
No, it's fine.
yeah.
It's fine. Just double checking. Hang on, your name's not on. Not that it matters now. Ah, that's why I don't like these. Yep. Got to set everything up beforehand. Who's
Can you
next?
stack the blessings, by the way?
Yes.
Cool.
Yep. Who's
That is
next?
very cool.
You will be next.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good point. Good point.
I mean, well,
It
I'm
is
happy
me.
for one of our teams.
No.
to go
Yeah,
instead of you.
we can go first if you want.
It is me. This guy is gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. To there. 1, 2, 3, 4. To there. Spend 1 vitality. Oh, he's low on.
One left.
He's got 1 left. And he's going to attack Obbol, whose token isn't showing his name, which is annoying. I've only noticed it now. Okay. There we go. Going to not use his ability, so just make a prowess attack.
Ooh,
Wow.
that is nasty.
That is nasty. So
Yeah.
2 more than required. So 9, strength 9, I believe.
My defense is 2 from the,
Okay. Yep.
from
And
the
your
armor, and toughness 6, unfortunately.
toughness 6. Okay, here we go. Oh, I rolled 3 12s on that one. Blimey.
Okay.
Blimey. Okay. And then that's his go. But the Shadow Blade is going to go. So he is going to... He appears. Yeah, so you can see him now.
We get to go first.
You wish. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then use his invisibility power. Oku's Veil. That's what it's called. And will disappear again. That costs 2 vitality. Okay. Right, over to the heroes.
So you wanted to go last, right?
Please, yeah.
Okay. As I get started, can I make the observe roll then to see if I...
Yes, you may.
What? Is that an action? Or...
No, that's just a roll at
Okay,
the beginning
just-
of your turn.
Just observe then.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, 1. Yeah. But unfortunately, you need 3 successes to spot him.
I can see his little finger.
Yeah.
I am going to heroically step in front of the wizard because seems I have toughness 9, by the way. So
Okay.
I should probably be at the front.
Yeah.
Kind of like 1.5 or something.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them is there-ish.
Yeah. That's all right. Diagonals are fine. Yeah.
Yeah. There.
Cool.
There we go. He had his shield up, right?
Who has his shield up?
one up the road.
This one down.
Oh,
here.
yes. Sorry, I wasn't. Yeah.
I could shoot at one of these
there we
two,
go.
but I'm also behind.
We need to get them. Try to get at least one of them off the board because it's getting hairy. I'm too
I'm gonna try a
vitality.
shot at that one, if I can. If I can see him over the hay cart.
Yep.
Knolls are quite tall. He's up
Okay.
the rise.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, that
There you
is
go.
4 successes because your hero die was a 12 and you rolled another 12.
Boom.
So +3
Yeah.
on your crossbow, which is 6 normally, so 9 dice, -2 for his armor, so 7 dice, and his toughness 8.
8.
Yep. 2 damage. Okay. Outrageous.
Boom.
Okay. Okay. So.
So that was 2 actions.
Mhm.
I could do another attack, right?
You can, but you need 3
But it
successes.
Yeah. We'll try anyway.
Go for it.
Same person.
Yeah.
No. Second one flew off
Yeah.
into the distance.
Okay. Cool. So that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
So I've got 2 guys left to go. This guy. He's stunned. He is pretty knackered. They're all pretty knackered, actually, apart from the guy down the bottom who's... Was that... Oh, no, sorry. Did you shoot the guy at the bottom or the guy at the top?
No, shoot.
Oh, you shot that guy. Okay.
I'm
Yep.
trying to save Garen from.
Yeah, no,
certain
that's
death.
cool. That's cool.
It's not certain death, don't worry.
At some point, we should shout, "Help us, his fix!" But...
Yeah, his fix comes in and just saves the day. So this raider down at the bottom is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into combat with Donda. This guy's fresh. Right, he's going to use his special ability to do a powerful sweep. Oh, blimey. 3 successes. So he's going to use 2 of his successes to push you back. There. And then do his roll. What's your toughness?
9.
9. Blimey, and your protection is
1.
1. So he's got 6 dice against 9. 1 damage to you. There you go, 1 damage, and he pushed you in there. But that's the end of his go. He hasn't raised his shield.
Fresh is he?
Very fresh. Oh, he just used his ability, didn't he? So that uses some of his vitality. Okay. I think it's just Chothog left, right?
Yeah, I had a cunning plan, but it's not going to work now. So the knoll next to Obol, is it broken a bit?
It's not yet lost all its vitality. It's not stunned or weakened.
Okay, I will just cast then a 3-action mind spike on it.
Remember, if you can't lap from vitality into...
No, I have 6. And I'll just move as well, if I may.
I think what Pete was saying is that if you do more than
the damage.
the damage
Sorry.
doesn't lap over. He's only got 1 vitality left.
But the one over here, that one has lost all its vitality. He's stunned.
Thank you for that. I will.
You're welcome.
I'll use Obol as a sort of someone to lean on.
Okay.
And fire at I'll fire a 3-action mind spike on this chap. Or because I've moved, can I not?
2 action.
Sorry.
2 action
Then
mind spike.
Then shall I just stay where I am?
Yeah, if you can reach him from there, just do it from there.
Let me just check the range. Mind spike 60, 12.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Easy.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, 3-action mind spike, which means 2 vitality and make a mental ranged attack using arcane.
Okay.
And I shall do that. So
Here we go.
oh.
The
that's-
magic is on the field. 3 successes.
Okay, and then he must, if successful, the spell causes shock damage versus defiance based on the number of actions used. So it's strength 10
Yep.
versus his defiance.
+2 because of your extra successes.
+2,
So it's strength
yep.
12 against his defiance, which is 6.
And 7 points of damage.
Oh man.
I work so hard to weaken these people down, don't I?
As
And look, I do appreciate it. I mean,
This is what happened to me last week. I kept weakening everyone and I kept poaching it.
yeah, all the XP to be.
so
He's
that
dead. Fabulous.
that Raider's head explodes. Like grabs it, like he's stunned and he's kind of doing this, right? And then he goes
Yes.
The scanners live forever, right?
That's what I do.
yeah.
Thank you. That's the end of my time.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
Thank the Academy.
Yeah. It's like wheeling artillery in really slowly, and then just like da-dum.
I'm here now, everyone. Don't carry on. I'm
Yeah.
here.
Got the howitzer in position.
Okay.
Open fire.
So the stunned guy is dead, but there's the one left, right? And that guy is this one, and he's just seen his friend's head explode, so he's going to make a composure roll. Oh, and roll a 12 and pass and continue fighting. He is going to step into Geron. Hi. And
Just soaking up damage, getting hit by everyone,
that's your,
weakening everyone so they can get their brains blown up.
that's your job, right? He's just going to do his regular attack at you. So 2 successes. So it would be 8, but you've got protection 2.
2, yeah,
Right, and your toughness is
9.
9. Okay. So yeah, 0 damage.
Yeah.
Bounces off your armor, and then he raises his shield. Okay, and I think that's everyone, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
we got raided.
Yeah.
Hey, raiders, welcome. Sorry, we were so busy in the battle, I didn't even notice. Look at that. Welcome.
We're getting beaten by raiders at the moment.
You are, yeah, yeah, you are. Okay.
Badly beaten.
So that's the end of that round. So we will go back to the beginning, and it's heroes go first. Anyone want to go first in particular? Anyone got any cunning plans that they want to use?
Just I want to ask: is the other one next to Geron? Is he got vitality?
He does have vitality.
All right, then I won't go yet.
I don't know if I've told you this, but I get experience points for killing things in combat.
Oh,
Not for everyone
I-
killing my things in combat for me.
I had absolutely no idea. Okay, let me factor that in.
No, it's fine. I don't mind at all. I think it's hilarious. I just have this image again, right? Yes, yeah. Where their brains keep blowing up. Am I dead? He probably just thinks he's that good in combat that he's the one doing it. He's just scaring him so much.
Absolutely.
I don't mind swinging first. I haven't got a problem with that at all.
Feel free.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm
yep.
first going to use my ability Take a Breath
Okay.
and give up 2 of my actions so I can gain 3 vitality back.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna whomp this chappy chap on the head right here.
Okay, this raider in front of you.
This
Bosh.
raider in front of me. Let's see how this goes. That'll be
Wow.
6 successes. Sadly, he has
Whoa.
vitality left.
Jeez.
Oh, now I do feel bad.
Yeah, because I could have split that between the two of them now.
Yeah.
Don't worry, don't worry. 6 successes, that's amazing.
That's
So they got protection too, right?
They do.
Yeah, cool.
So you had 5 more than you needed, strength 10, 15 dice, -2, 13 dice at 8
Yep.
plus.
Yep. That's a lot of dice.
8 damage.
No.
Wow.
I mean, he's definitely stunned.
He's
now, right?
stunned.
Yeah. Very stunned.
Yep.
What does that mean, Pete? Sorry, in
His
game terms?
guile goes down. Guile and evasion are reduced by 2.
Thank you.
But he gets to roll on his turn to overcome it.
It mostly also means you can blow his brain up.
This was implied behind the question.
Yes. Yeah. Does that reduce his defiance by any chance?
anything,
No.
Anything taller.
And then can I do Bravo Feint again?
You can just step next to him and do it.
No, because I've used all of my actions, so it's just more the fact that it would be a special.
Yeah, if you've used all 3 of your actions, you won't be able to do it.
Yeah, no, you're right. 'cause
Takes
it's
an
one
action.
Yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine. That's cool. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right. So.
and bump your vitality by 1 again.
Oh yeah, and
Oh yeah,
and
because
vitality
you're
back, yeah,
you're
yeah.
successful.
Okay, so I'm now back up
Yeah.
to vitality 7. We're churning in. I like this bubble. This bubble needs to happen more often.
You say you're up to 7 vitality.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Well, because I've got a special ability that lets me regenerate my. If I give up actions, I regenerate 1
Oh,
plus
nice.
however many actions I give up.
Mhm.
So I gave up 2 actions this turn to regenerate 3, and then obviously I get 1 for whomping someone on the head.
Yeah,
Yeah. Awesome.
very cool.
Okay. Sounds like a fun system. Who came up with this? Right. Anyway.
I wonder.
Anyway, my go. Hey Donda, how you doing down there?
Yeah, bad, I feel.
The shadow blade appears,
Oh.
no longer invisible. This kind of weird light bouncing skin is almost peeled back from its body, and you can see it. And it steps forward and goes to attack you in. Oh no! Hang on. Sorry. It's going to use its bad guy ability of Poison Strike. Action 1, Vitality 2. So it costs another 2 Vitality. Make a move action. So that was the step in. So it's not 2 actions. Oh no, sorry. Wrong ability I'm looking at. Make a melee or ranged attack using Shadow. You may spend additional successes on either poisoned, stunned, or slowed conditions. So Shadow Blade has got a short sword, but he gets to use Shadow for it instead of prowess. And I'm rolling crap again. 2 successes.
Is that quite?
So it's going to hit you and
Yeah.
give you 1 poisoned condition.
Right.
So you are poisoned 1. So at the start of your turn, what that
Thank you.
means, what that means is poisoned. A creature that is poisoned suffers 1 point of burn damage at the start of their turn until the condition ends. You then make a might or survival roll and reduce your poisoned condition by that number of successes. So basically, you're like, ugh. I mean, your survival. Hey, you just put your survival up, didn't you?
Yeah,
So
great.
that's handy. So be able to shrug off the poison, but you probably you're going to take at least 1 point of damage next turn. And his sword hits you. So short sword is strength. Where are we? I still don't know all the rules to my own game. Strength 5. And your toughness is
9 still.
9. And you've got 1 protection.
Yes.
So 4 dice needing 9s. And he gets 2. Look at that. Not bad. 2 damage.
Yeah.
Cool.
Means that he's not gonna be
Vitality's getting
disappearing.
low.
Sorry, voice check.
That means that he is not gonna be disappearing this turn.
Well, that was his first action. Was second action. So his third action is going to be...
Just stand right there and wait for me to stab him back.
He's going to step away from you.
Ooh.
To there. So he kind of darted in, stabbed you. You felt the horrible venomous bite in the wound, and you're like, I can fight this with my wild magic. And then he kind of steps back away from you. Right, over to the heroes. Who hasn't? I know we're going a little bit later than usual, but once the battle's finished, we'll finish for the night. So, sorry guys. I know Lewis, and Wojtek, you're a bit later than us, but right. So who's next?
Lewis, got some sweet revenge there.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to mainly stab the raider, otherwise I'll be stepping away. I think.
You're not in. You're not in combat with either of them.
Oh yeah, of course I got knocked back.
Yeah.
In that case, Donda's gonna drop his short bow and pull out his short sword.
Okay, so that's one action.
Then I'm gonna step in as well.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna try and stab him.
Stab him. Have you met my friend Stab him? Here we go.
That's might, right?
Prowess.
Oh, sorry. Damn it. Rolled the wrong thing. Wait a second.
Sorry.
Bonk.
You can spend 1 vitality to get your success.
I will do, but it's getting dangerously low. There you go. 1 success.
Okay.
What's his defense?
His toughness is 7.
7. And a
5 damage from a short sword.
Is 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. As you slash him, you see him like reel with a glazed look in his eye. He is stunned.
He's spending vitality.
I wonder if his brain could be blown up.
Oh, is that sorry, I was looking at my spells. Is that the Shadow Blade has been stunned?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
There's 2 stunned people at the moment.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. So it's my go now, right? Yeah. Okay. So this raider down here, he's not very hurt. He's going to move up to Donda. And he's going to have a go at Donda with his special ability. So he's going to do his powerful swing and therefore roll might instead, and he can push you. He's trying to separate you from your friends. Oh no, sorry, wrong roll. What am I doing? Got to do this one first.
3 damage.
I rolled 4 3s, but no good.
Yeah, I preferred the second roll.
Yeah, so he misses you. And then he's going to try again with a second attack. So that is just, he needs 3 successes with this one. And he gets 2. Oh, is he going to spend another vitality? No, he's a bit cautious now. He's not going to spend another vitality. So over to the heroes.
Rob.
Who's got no vitality apart from the Shadow Blade?
The 2 stunned people. You see the little twirly...
Oh, thank you. Yes. No, I don't want to take Garons away. So I don't want to...
Darren.
Kill still. You don't want to do a Gauss.
No. I do not want to antagonize the Minotaur. Yeah, I will 3 action mind spike the Shadow Blade.
Okay. Let's go for it. Arcane ranged attack roll.
Yep. Jothar.
2 vitality.
Yep. It will be done. Arcane. There we go.
Wow.
4 successes.
Yeah.
It is indeed. So 3 more than you required, and it's strength
So,
10. 3 action.
Yeah, so it's
13
13
dice
dice
against his defiance of 7.
Yeah. 6 damage, which feels average.
He's like, he darts back. You step round, look round the wagon, and you're like, just can't pull the runes in the air. Glowing lights, and his look of horror on his eyes, and his eyes erupt out of his face. And he just like falls back with his blood pouring out of his nose.
Oh, jolly good.
Cheers for that.
Oh, my pleasure. Happy to help.
Cool. So once again, the cannon of Chothog, the glass cannon, fires.
Boom! Very glass.
Yeah, super fragile.
Yeah, that's me. Thank you.
Okay, that's you. Right, so then it's just my last guy next to Oddball, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this guy is going to make a composure roll because he's 2 people's heads have exploded. Sorry?
Oh, I thought he was stunned as well.
No, he hasn't done anything. And Oddball, what did? No, he's not stunned because he's got 1 vitality left.
Yeah, I took a hit
Good
from
to
him
know.
now.
Oh, yeah, whoops. He failed. Okay.
You should spend 1 vitality to make.
So he's going to step... Oh, no. Hang on, you nearly tricked me into that there. Okay, so he steps away, so he doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. And then he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start running away. This other one is roaring at him. Ah. Okay. Is that everyone?
No.
No.
Oh no, Oddball's got to go. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So, Oddball is gonna step here.
Okay.
Activate another blessing, which
Okay.
is gonna be Faltrid's Precision.
Yep.
And he's gonna chuck a stone at the big scary doggy.
Okay. And are you going to use Valtrid's Precision to get a die?
Yes.
I'll run away from you. You're going to stone him in the back of your head.
Yeah, so that's
So just
Guile 4 momentarily.
Yep.
Observe.
oh
Did I? Or not?
no,
I didn't.
no.
Okay. Well, that's it then.
Do you want to
For me.
spend a point of vitality to get a success?
No, because I have just 1 left.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna chill in the holy light.
Okay. So that is the.
But I will raise a shield. That's my 3rd action.
Okay, fair enough. So that's the end of the round. So we go back to heroes first. And it's down to you guys who wants to go first.
Does anyone mind if the Minotaur finishes the job over here?
Please do.
Go for it.
That precision thing affect me as well for hitting in combat, or is it just range stuff? I have no idea what you're.
Are you? Feel free.
Yeah, once
Just-
per round,
just
I think.
Other dice. Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. I don't want to still want something off you if you're going to use it for something else.
No.
2 successes. So 1 more than required. So 11 strength roll. Minus
-2.
2. Did he raise his shield?
He did not that I remember.
Okay. 3 damage. Oh, that's not very good.
No.
You
Disappointed.
axe bites into his body meatily with a squelch, and blood comes out as you pull the blade out on the backswing, and he howls like an injured dog.
I'm going to swing again.
Go for it.
I'll use the precision thingy probably this time.
Oh, that's
Okay, good idea. I don't think you can Oh, you can.
And I did
you
3
do.
successes.
Wow.
Oh.
Nice.
Damage roll.
Look at that.
Do that? They
No,
don't count as any extra.
They don't count as extra successes because you needed 3 to do it. Oh, dude. They all knocked each other out off of... Okay, so he's heavily wounded. And not happy about that.
Damn it.
Only his brain would explode.
I'll just swing again. Why not? It's like 5 now, but whatever. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, that was terrible. Ugh.
Okay.
I'm gonna go sulk in the corner. Geron's sulking now.
Ooh. Okay, cool.
Last round smashes for 8 damage. This one didn't manage 4 over 2 lots of attacks.
I know. That's terrible. Right. There's a rookie numbers. You need to pump those numbers up.
And get 2 vitality.
Right. This raider is going to go next. And he is going to run away. He goes steps away from Geron. 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. He's running for the cornfields. And there's a lot of you between him and that road, so he's kind of like, no, I'm running. Okay, over.
I don't think we should be having any runners.
Geron will chase after that one. He feels slighted.
Okay, next hero, or we can. At this stage, they're broken. So what we can assume is that you are victorious in this battle. If you wish, because also it's getting a bit late.
I'd very much like to cast one more spell.
Okay, let's finish this round. Should we finish? We'll finish this round. Here we go.
If I cast one more invocation, then I level up 2 deeds.
Okay, so
And I need to kill one person to.
Oh no, I won't take. You
can't
have
level
that
up
one.
2 deeds with 1 power.
No, I have to pick one, don't I?
Yes.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah. So that raider's run away. It's now another hero. Who's next?
Someone gonna go after this one or this one. Otherwise, I'll stab our good friend here.
Do the stabbing.
Yep.
The perforation.
Shoot the other raider, and then Choffo can blow his brain up, right?
Yeah.
For survivors.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
nice.
I got one hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Nice.
Yeah,
So,
strength.
same as before. Target defense 7 or 8. 8, 8, isn't it? For,
8 toughness. Yeah.
Yeah. And 5 damage dice.
2 damage. Okay. Yep, you hurt him. He's like, ah.
Stab. I'm gonna do that again.
3 successes needed this time.
No.
Oh. Bad
Can
luck.
I realistically get to 5 successes?
No, but what you could do is step away from him so he can't just hit you straight away.
Yeah.
Unless you've got a shield. Have you got a shield?
No.
No. Okay. Right, my go. This guy. Oh no, this guy's going to hit you back. Wait, he steps forward. So that's 1 action. And then he's going to use his last time he can use it. He's going to use his powerful swing. Make an attack using might. Any additional successes may be used to push you. So here we go. Oh god. 1 success. Yay. Okay, so he does some damage, which is good. What is your protection?
How many rounds
1.
has it been now? Yeah, protection 1.
This is like the 3rd or 4th round.
Yeah, so still toughness 9.
Toughness 9. Wow. 1 damage.
I am unfortunately very tired now.
Are you 0 vitality?
Yep.
Okay, so you need to select either being stunned, which is -2 to your guile and evasion minimum of 1, or weakened, which is -2 to your vigor and toughness.
I'll go with stunned.
Okay, cool. He is going to step away from you and raise his shield. Oh no, he can't do that, can he? Because he stepped in. No, he's not gonna step away, he's just gonna raise his shield. So he's like, ready. Over to you heroes.
Hey.
Is that me? Or is it you, Obel?
Look, if you can take the one that is running away out, I'm just gonna help out under there. Because
Okay,
he
I mean,
is.
yeah, I'm just gonna cast Friend to Foe on the running away raider to make him stop running away and attack
Oh,
the other way.
nice.
I love it. Do that one first. Do that one first. I love it.
Oh, wicked.
So, no, I'm not going to move because it's in range. Yeah, Friend to Foe.
Okay.
Which is going to take me down to 0 vitality.
Oh, and you can't use the scroll for that because you're doing an action 3 version, right?
Yeah,
Powered up.
You
have to be like
the grown-up version.
You have to be like level 5 or something to get 3 power scrolls.
One day.
Yeah.
Your attitude is going to make an opposed roll. See, the range is the only thing, actually. But whatever, yeah, it's 3 actions. Spend 2 vitality. Oh, make an opposed roll. You roll arcane, they roll composure.
All right. Here we go. Roll my composure. Nothing.
Nope. Okay, and I will roll arcane. 1.
Close.
1
Okay.
nil.
You succeeded. Okay.
Which means that he...
Runes appear around his head. And he's like, shakes his head. And he turns. And he's like, ah. That was your go, right?
Yeah.
Right, it's his go.
Yeah.
He runs at his former companion. And... oh, he hasn't got enough vitality to do his special thing. But he will move once and then he will attack. So he's got his longsword. Here we go. Prowess against... oh, he's going to use his last point of vitality to get a success.
Yeah.
So after this he'll be stunned.
Good idea.
Well, they have to go... it's like full on. And their toughness is 8. And he's got a longsword, but he's got his shield up, hasn't he? So it's 3.
Yep.
He's got 3 protection. So I'm rolling 4 dice. Not bad though.
Nice.
3 damage, and that guy is now stunned.
They're both stunned. Get them.
Everyone's
But it's just that turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he like shakes his head like, huh? And the other one looks at him like, what the fuck are you doing?
Does the other one sort of have to make a decision whether or not to attack?
We'll figure that out in a minute.
Yeah.
He's
So,
already gone, isn't he?
Oddball.
okay. So Obol's gonna drop the sling, step up, and bonk this one stunt on the head. Can I make it non-lethal?
You read my mind. That's what I was trying to do.
Can
as well.
you make it non-lethal?
Like some additional
If you
roll?
make
to
a
it?
composure roll,
Oh, nice.
then we will let you make it non-lethal. And if you reduce him to...
Okay, so that's composure.
okay.
And now we are gonna go with prowess. 1 success.
Okay.
No?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Oh, bugger.
Vitality?
Well, I will spend the last vitality point, and I'm gonna try to stun him. So I get the success. Okay, so my damage from mace is 6. His armor is 2, so that's 4, and his toughness is 8. Let's go. Nice. We're gonna be having a talk with him.
Definitely won't make his brain explode.
And I'm stunned. Yes.
I'm stunned too. We're all
From
stunned.
exertions.
We're all except Garon, who is at full vitality.
Yeah, he's like regained all his vitality.
Right, so, sorry, I coughed and I turned my microphone off for the viewers, not for you guys, but I've just remembered to turn it back on. So, three of you are stunned. Garon is standing there, the picture of health. One raider is unconscious on the floor, and the other one has just realised what he's done and is terrified. That's the end of the round, I think. Or is that raider up the top? No, he ran away this turn, didn't he?
He ran away.
Is there any heroes left to go?
No.
Nope.
I don't think
Please
so.
try and chase him and kill him, though.
Okay. New round. Garon.
Two
Dog.
moves to get to there.
Yep.
Please.
Actually, Garon, can I go first?
No, you can't. You'll let him run away. I need to kill him. It's 3 successes. They got defense of 2, haven't they?
Yeah.
Okay. Love of God. There he goes, a bit better. Please tell me he's dead now. That's 8 wounds he's taken in total.
He's dead.
Yes! It only took me the whole entire battle.
Yep. Well done. Well done. He is down.
I'm so
And I think we can end the combat there, right? This guy is going to run away,
Sure.
or you can just murder this dude.
I'm going to stab him.
Okay, you stab. Donda, you stab that guy.
he's dead.
And you have a raider captive. More importantly, you've stopped them from burning down the farm.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
None of them. The Minotaur was successful in distracting them, right? Running up
yeah,
straight
yeah.
away. If you'd stayed back and maybe done just ranged attacks, they may have still tried to burn the farm down. So you got stuck in, and that meant that they didn't burn the farm down. So congratulations, you've just gained another point of influence with the common folk of Doric's Ferry. Excellent. You've also just all survived a combat with multiple enemies.
Yeah.
So please advance that deed. So, before we end, has anyone advanced any deeds on this session? Rob?
Yes.
Oh, hello. Okay, Rob, what did you do today?
I've advanced Arcane Understanding, which I believe is the one that gives me a new spell.
Ooh. Ooh, excellent. Maybe you're talking with Satiran, the Wise. It has kind of, and you've kind of seen some of those scrolls that he's got, so you can have a think about that, getting
I will
what
do,
spell
thank you.
you want to learn. Lewis, did you say you've advanced a deed?
No.
No?
I've got...
Okay.
Garon did.
Go on, which one did you advance?
Sterner stuff.
Far
Defeat
from-
4 opponents in melee combat. So I did 3 last week and 1 this week.
And what does that
So
do
gives
for you?
me 2 additional wounds.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm up to 12 wounds and 12 vitality now.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
And Wojtek?
I advance minor revelation.
Oh,
Summon divine lock. This is the work with the palisade.
yep.
Shining bright, because this is summoning a divination blessing.
Which one are you
Yeah.
going for?
Well, that was the false precision. This is the divination.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And warrior of light, because I use Triumph of Tederos.
Ah.
No, right. I am actually wrong. This is curing touch.
Okay.
It's curing
Healing
touch.
blessing.
Yes. And
Okay.
acolyte and training +1.
Cool. Excellent. Okay. So we're all getting some more deeds from Heroic Deeds, my role-playing game, and that's how the experience system works. As you do things or perform downtime activities, you complete deeds, and that gets you more talents and more vitality and more. And once you get 3 deeds completed, you level up. Nothing happens when you level up apart from more deeds become available to you. Cool.
Some abilities are driven by the level, though.
That's
They
true.
get more
Yep.
efficient.
As you go up in power, some of your abilities become more powerful. So that's cool. So thank you very much, players. That was a really cool session. We had a nice bit of role play in the first half and then a good battle in the second half. And you are now have to make the decision whether you're going to go back to the town. We'll do this in the Discord, whether you're going to go back to the town or whether you're going to go on into the Wildwood, and what we may find there. So hopefully people will join us next week for episode 3, where I think Aldoon will be back with his fix, and I think we'll all be here for a whole team. So I can throw more at you, even better. Well, I've got to have 5 groups of backup now. So thank you very much to our viewers and our raiders today. Thank you for joining us. And if it's your first time here, hopefully you enjoyed the show. Please don't forget to check out all our social media. Check out our Discord as well, where we are talking about all our shows. We have a Garblag Games Discord. There is also a Heroic Deeds Discord, which is about the development and talking to patrons of my role-playing game, which I'm going to be taking to crowdfunding in the new year, probably February time, but I'm not 100% sure yet. And I'm running at Dragon Meet on the 2nd of December, which is going to be cool. Next week, we will cycle back round to Tuesday Coriolis, where all kinds of crazy darkness is going on. Wednesday, we've got Marvel Cataclysm of Kang, with Operation Pendragon and our British superhero squad. And then Thursday, we'll be back to here for more Heroic Deeds and the Red Hand of Doom. We will see you next time. Thanks very much for joining us, and bye-bye.
Thanks.